evening and welcome to State of Business, our television's primetime business news bulletin. I'm Adusha Palakumar. Let's take a look at the headlines first. Supporting another party's victory against party constitution, State's Minister Samar Singha. And LVL Energy Fund announces 1.2 billion rupee IPO. Now the stories in detail. Addressing the weekly press conference of the Sri Lanka Freedom Party, Minister Mahinda Samarasinghe noted that any party member who supports the victory of another party will be taken before courts as it is against the party constitution.
We'll watch the behavior at the elections because this is a testing time, no? People go and say all kinds of things to satisfy the media or to gain popularity. But this is a testing time. Let's see what they do at these elections. Right? If they are SLFPers, they should be with the party and they should join us in ensuring the victory of the party candidates, not some other candidates that are being put forward by another party. No one knows what the amendments are going to be. So what we are saying is, I'm just giving you one example. Now that kind of thing is non-negotiable. For the SLFP, that is non-negotiable. So if that is put on the table, then we will say no. But we don't know. We don't know. I don't want to sort of point fingers and say they are going to do it. But what we are saying is, if we are part of an alliance, then that alliance must sit together and identify the amendments and come to an agreement and then bring legislation. That's all what I'm saying.
Speaking further, Minister of Ports and Shipping Mahinda Samarasinghe briefed the media with regard to the current situation of the Magampura Port Management Company.
Magampura company is registered under the Companies Act. Right? So they are the ones who actually issued the letters of appointment. Now with these two local companies, HIPG and HIPS, taking over on the 9th, there is no business for Magampura. Magampura company will fold up. You understand? So we wrote to them and we said, we are offering you a VRS scheme which is 3 times more than the TEVA, which is the label of this country. 3 times more. We also asked them whether they want to continue to work in the Hambantota port, because under the concession agreement we have said priority should be given to those who want to work, continue to work. So we have not expelled them, right? We have asked them whether they want to take the VRS plus join the Hambantota port through a company, through a service provider. Where Magampura port will no longer have a revenue. 15 have opted to continue to work there. They will be employed. They'll get the VRS as well, but others will have to decide what they want to do. But they are still being retained, but without work. We can't offer them work because Magampura is no longer, there are no ships calling there, which can be serviced by Magampura. The new management will take over and after that, they will run it. On the 9th, we will hand over to 2 Sri Lankan companies, HIPG and HIPS, and they will take over from the 9th onwards. And they will if none of these people want to continue to work there, they will hire new people and they will run the Hambantota port.
A leading energy company and a subsidiary of Sri Lanka Ventures, LVL Energy Fund Limited recently announced a 1.2 billion rupee initial public offering to fund its strategic expansion and growth in the renewable energy sector. This IPO is billed as the largest IPO listing in Sri Lanka since 2015 and will be available for subscription on 14th of December.
The IPO aims to raise 1.2 billion rupees to fund its strategic growth and expansion, with 120 million shares being made available at 10 rupees per share. The IPO price is backed up by an independent valuation carried out by Capital Alliance Partners Limited using a combination of sum of the parts and price-earning valuations. According to the SOTP valuation method and the PE-based valuation method, the independent valuer had arrived at a price of 13 rupees and 18 cents per share, but based on a sensitivity analysis had recommended a price range from 10 rupees and 60 cents per share to 16 rupees and 62 cents per share. Based on the 13 rupee 18 cent value, the offer price of 10 rupees per share at a 24% discount augurs well for active secondary market trading following the IPO. The LVL Energy Fund is a limited liability company that invests in power projects across Sri Lanka, Bangladesh and Nepal. The LVL Energy Fund will be the island's only listed company that has investments in thermal energy as well as two key renewable energy sources, hydro and wind energy. The LVL Energy Fund has also delivered a 47% year-on-year growth in earnings over the last 5 years.
We are here to introduce and give you the salient features pertaining to the upcoming IPO of LEF, which we hope to open on the 14th of December. This, I'm told, is the largest issue since 2000. We're just verifying that since 2015. And it is definitely the largest issue that we'll be unrolling in 2017.
The IPO will open on the 14th of December, but we are already taking applications since last week. Also 700 million rupees worth of the IPO is underwritten by DFCC Bank and Sampath Bank. So out of the IPO proceeds of 1.2 billion, about 720 million will be deployed into new investments, of which the key one is 10 megawatt hydropower project in Nepal called Makarigad, for which they have earmarked 465 million rupees. And the balance 480 million will be used temporarily for repayment of debt.
Let's take a look at more news after this break. Welcome back. Vivo, one of the fastest growing global smartphone brands, unveiled its newest member to the Vivo V series, the V7, in Colombo last evening. Equipped with revolutionary technology including a 24-megapixel front camera and full-view display, the V7 is the latest addition to Vivo's selfie shooter series, known for its exceptional photography features, photo quality and the overall product design. It comes with a 5.7-inch display offering 12.5% more visual display area, making browsing and navigating easier and more efficient. Vivo was ranked as the 5th largest smartphone manufacturer globally in the third quarter of 2017 with a market share of 7.1% and has recorded the highest year-over-year growth of 32% in global smartphone shipments. Let's take a look at stocks after this break. Welcome back. Trading at Colombo Stock Exchange ended on a negative note today. The all-share price index dropped by 15.36 points to close at 6,390.55, and the S&P SL20 dropped by 4.34 points to close at 3,716.50. The turnover was 918 million rupees and 13.6 million shares were traded. Up next is Forex rates. With that, we are wrapping up State of Business for the day. We'll meet you tomorrow at the same time with more latest news. Until then, take care. Good night.